This video is about the magic of receiving three quotes. Pluck through any company's procurement policy, and there's usually a feel-good section about obtaining three quotes. Usually, it's for small purchases, and it's also haphazardly followed. Why three? Why not four or more? Especially these days when we have tools that allows us to advertise such needs effortlessly. The answer is simple. With two data points, one will usually be higher than the other. The magnitude of the delta might be high or low. However, the third one is a reliable indicator of the quality of the first two. For instance, if a respondent is buying an order, proffering a quote that's unrealistically low with the aim of changing it later or upselling, or whether a respondent is being greedy by quoting too high. If the third data point converges with the lower one, you can surmise the higher one is greedy. If it converges with the higher one, you can surmise the lower one is the product of desperation. Does this mean you would avoid the outlier? No, not really. Let's say someone is trying to buy an order. Maybe your need is short-term. In this circumstance, you would probably not care if they couldn't fulfill orders at that price on a sustained basis. But if you needed price certainty for a duration or it was a critical need, yes, it would give cause to avoid. It depends on the circumstances of the need. But what's the point if you don't select the lowest quote? The point is to benchmark the marketplace. It's not to jump on the apparent lowest cost source. Sometimes folks already know this, which is why I said earlier that three-quote policies are frequently avoided. Okay, but why three? Why not four or five quotes? Yes, more data points allow better informed decisions, but there's also something to be said about the economy of effort. That's why. Does the foregoing hold for RFPs? That's where you're receiving solutions to a business problem, right? You're not just looking for a price? No, not really. Here's why. Proposals are inherently variable. One source may propose one idea and another a whole different approach. Each will have its merits, early upfront costs, but higher operating costs, for example. RFP responses are all over the place in terms of price, and that's why they commonly assess other criteria in addition to price. For any three-quote exercise to be meaningful, the object of intended purchase needs to have complete requirements. It also needs to be closer to commodity than it does the differentiated side. For example, if the object of the quote is laden with intellectual property or ongoing support and maintenance expenses, the resulting quotes aren't going to be telling. However, corporate rules don't often embrace this level of nuance. The result is frequently checkbox compliance with a policy or outright dismissal. The better course is to understand it as a tool to be used in limited circumstances to quickly assess marketplace conditions.